We need cover more now than ever. We know that we're living in a world that is dying. We know that we're living in a world in which things seem to get better for some and worse for others. And we know we're living in a world in which people seem to be more about coping than actually feeling that they can make things better. And we want to provide this center as a real space for rigorous research and action that can give people the optimism that they can change their lives together.
In terms of what is important about this project, I will say that there are three things. The first thing is that we are trying to challenge the hierarchical relations that often exist within universities, particularly between educators and students. The second is through this project, to try and address the real needs of local communities and the economies. And the third is to establish a platform for the ongoing co-creation of knowledge by strengthening the collaboration between all the key stakeholders, that is the educators, the students, and the social economy practitioners.
We lock up the man or woman who steals the goose from the common, but we let loose the person who steals the common from the goose. And that's the inspiration for Cover, is studying forms of common organization, organizing, cooperative ownership that sort of hold together how societies operate and work.
Traditionally, in the modern era, we talk about development in terms of private ownership or competition. However, empirically, we've been shown that this is not actually that effective in terms of bettering people's lives in communities. So we actually want to explore how we could do things differently.
The key objectives, the main aim of this project is to develop a social economy curriculum and also community development strategies. In this project, we are asking questions like, how could we develop more inclusive and participatory educational frameworks? Or what does it mean to view education not as a product, but as a commoning process?
We're very, very committed to working with local communities. And in fact, we believe in a kind of local commons. And what we mean by that is something that takes global principles of the commons and commons ownership in the social economy and actually adapts them and allows them to grow in terms of local change. Now, in terms of Essex, we're actually in discussions with the Essex County Council to take our community innovation platform and adapt it to the local needs of Essex County Council, very particularly to help put in place really interesting social economy initiatives that would be community-led and community-delivered.
They can range from cooperative community mental health clinics to the work I do on sort of collaboration and cooperation in artist collectives. So there's a wide range of how commoning exists in many different spheres, and we look at the wide range of that.
Our future aspirations for this project is basically to foster spaces for greater collaboration between all key stakeholders, that is the educators, the students, and social economy organizations, and also to radically reimagine, if you like, our pedagogies and curriculum, taking ideas from the commons to create more inclusive, collaborative, and community-centered pedagogical methods.
I've been extremely inspired by not just trying to talk about this as something that we're going to do for local communities, but actually make the university itself more commons-based. And so we've been actually working with the university to see if we can adapt the community innovation platform in order to actually help link students, staff, and alumni together so that they can engage in these kind of democratic and cooperative-based projects that would make all of our lives better and make us feel that we're more than just our individual roles in these communities, but that we're actually part of a very inspiring network of people that goes on far beyond your employment here or when you're here as a student.
The way I see Cover developing is not just in producing academic work and literature, but also in finding ways to engage with community-based organizations to develop, enhance, and further deepen their practices of collective organizing. So both working at a theoretical academic level and also in a practical, engaged manner.